Hello, welcome to Fuzz TV Live for Saturday, the 14th of December. It has been too long. It has been too long. But it hasn't really. I streamed a little bit on Thursday, but I mean, since we've done a proper end of night one, there will be a little bit of work that I have to do still. I've got a YouTube video processing. It's not for public tonight. It's for Patreon. It's early access, but I will have to post it to Patreon when it's done processing. But the comics podcast that's in question, I'm talking about, it was almost basically 4 hours long. So we finished late, so I couldn't start editing until late, and then it took a long time to render, and then it didn't take that long to upload because my internet's quite good, but you know. So there'll be a little bit of work. I have to do a little bit of work when that's done processing, but everything's ready to go. But yes, I'm here. So hey everyone. Have I seen Black Christmas yet? I heard it's terrible. I did see Black Christmas. I will not be giving my opinions on it because I will be recording the review with Tim on Sunday, which is tomorrow. I have heard of Saturday the 14th, the horror comedy, although I've never actually seen it. Welcome everyone to the Mailed Fuzz. Mailed Fuzz Live. Alright, let me check some things here. So, let me get the screenshot lined up. It's ready to go, it's just not in the position. There we go, boom. Boom. Did anyone get the last screenshot? No, we're still on the same one. Still on the same one. It's a brand new one anyway, so no biggie. I'm hoping I remember what it is when I look at it. I think I do actually. I just from the little image and my thingy list, I can see it. So let me take away that. My phone just vibrated. Tim saying my thoughts exactly to what? Ah, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with him agreeing with that. Excellent. Oh, we're almost done processing. Exciting. Exciting. So yes. Yeah, screenshots are in place, so just to remind everyone. I know a lot of you are here every stream, so you don't really need to hear this, but $1 tip will get you a square off the screenshot and a guess. $3 will get you that as well as a hint, and $5 instead of a hint, you'll get an extra image added to the screenshot game. And of course everything else that's on the tip menu is there. But that's in play, and I'll get the Streamlabs up so I can alter things when I need to. Season 1 of Robot, Elliot loses 3 days from his memory. In the following seasons were those 3 days revealed? You know, I'm trying to remember. I remember that being a thing for a while. And I think there was an assumption at the time that it was Mr. Robot that was in control for those 3 days, but you could be onto something. That could be something that's been lingering ever since. Where am I going to Streamlabs? Log in with YouTube. Log in with that account. Log into that channel. Go to all widgets. We'll get a tab up for donation history as well, so I can see details of things. Have I started watching Curb yet? As in season 9? No. No. I have thought about it though. If the stream's going to mostly be editing. No, the stream's not going to be editing at all. Not going to be any editing. I just have to post something once it's finished processing, which will take a couple minutes. Okay, how's it doing? Oh, it's finished processing. How exciting. Make sure my audio's on, so I can hear things when they happen. Okay, keep my attention then, because I'm debating between coming back the Curb right now. I'm mad you're at the same time as I'm trying to catch up on Curb like you were going to do over the holidays. Don't make me choose. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, Curb Your Enthusiasm will be available to watch at all times. I am only live for certain periods. I'll leave it in your hands. Lost in Space starts in 10 days, which should give me time to finish The Expanse, which I'm only 8 minutes into season 4. I've only watched the first 2 episodes, so no talk for anything past episode 2. Or even past episode 1 for Rude Boy, clearly. Yeah. So all I need to do is add in the thumbnail and put in the ad break timestamps and whatnot on this. So you'll hear a little bit of the podcast as I'm doing this. Funnily enough. But it's my content, so why do I care? It's not like it's someone else's content that I'm breaking copyright on. It's mine. My God, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Holy shit, that was a long episode. Do 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 do. Yeah, there was a lot of books, and we also had solicits to talk about, which took up like 40 odd minutes, and we had a bit of a tangent about upcoming movies, superhero movies for the most part, but it was almost bonus bits, really. In fact, there was a couple of bonus bits anyway that I cut out that'll be on Patreon soon, but all in all, it was 13 books, 14 including Connor's Patreon book, 40 minutes of solicits, a good 20-minute tangent about superhero movies, and I didn't cut it out because it was mostly superhero movie related, so it was kind of, You're going to review the Ryan Reynolds movie, Netflix movie 6 Underground, and no plans to the moment, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. I don't even know when it's hitting, to be honest. Right. I've never put ad breaks in a 4-hour, because obviously my rule for ad breaks on YouTube is just bit dependent on length. I've never done one this long before. Has The Mandalorian been dropping in content lately? I have not watched any reviews of that series outside the pilot, I think. Has it been dropping in quality? Last week's episode was a lot weaker, I thought, but this week's was better. So I wouldn't say it's been dropping consistently. I thought the newest one was pretty solid, but the last week's was not so much. I guess I'll just put one every 30 minutes. That seems fair. Give or take. You'll hear a little bit of the podcast as I'm doing this, because I'll be listening to for a good break.
Right.
As a break. Sometimes I just find one right away. It's good. I just need to pause in the talking. Right. About an hour?
If I don't know you, I don't care about your Star Wars opinions.
That'll do. Oh no! I deleted the last ad break. YouTube changed the controls. Damn it. Right, there we go. Alright, I need to go back into the other one again.
There's some of these, like, I think it's the chew covers feel like they're just the knockoff art gem covers, right?
Yeah. There we go, that'll do. Alright, put that one in there. Right, 130. Show. Is there plenty of Werner Herzog throughout the season? No. He's only, so far I've only seen him in episodes 1 and 3. He's not been in it since. So I can't say plenty. I don't really keep up to date with the South Park guys. Did you see the new stupid rule YouTube has done? I did not. In private, before the public.
Well, he tried to tell Jimmy.
Oh, he tried to tell Jimmy. I mean, I love that
Perry... When you're married to Lois Lane, like...
Yeah. I'll put one there. Tower mark.
Problematic.
That was a nice pause. Thank you, Matt. 2:30. And then Dick and Wally are the last two standing. Well, Gar's still
Yeah.
existing, but Dick and Wally, who are both kind of retired, they've both kind of left the Titans, suit back up to take her on because someone needs to stop her. I'll do. 3 hour mark. Your Light Videos playlist can no longer be choice, it's automatically private. I hate it. Oh, I'll always keep all mine private. I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't be a choice, but like I'm okay with it being private. I always have it private. Colo Juarez. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember those. I never really played them, but I remember them. I have a solid 8. Solid 8. I wonder what book I'm rating an 8 there. Oh, it's exciting. And then finally, 3:30. Jesus Christ. How many ad breaks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be 7 ad breaks. I mean, it's 4 hours of content, so I suppose it's.
Tribesman, he has the key.
He has the key. Alright, there you go. I think 1 ad for every 30 minutes feels reasonable. Thor Ragnarok was on TBS the other day. Such a good movie. Definitely a top 10 contender for best Part 3 movie of all time. If only the first two were particularly, especially the middle one. Like Ragnarok's the best of the 3 for sure. But I wouldn't. There's no way I'd be calling that a good trilogy. And hell, soon it won't even be a trilogy. It's going to be a quadrilogy. The Gunslinger's pretty fun. It's about a 6-hour game and it's like $20. You can get a replay with New Game Plus. Go up against the famous outlaws and stuff. Yeah. I tend to be a bit picky when it comes to first person shooters. I'm not like super into tons of them. Alright, there's the ad breaks. Make sure the text is properly formatted.
Way more.
The assassination of Jesse James was a really pretty movie. I don't remember being into the story too much, but I remember being really into the visuals of it. I'll go for the top 10 is that there's a part 3. Okay. Yeah, if anyone's got any more ideas for best of the decade lists that you might want us to do, and it doesn't have to be big lists, can be just top 10s and shit. I'm happy to consider more. I may have to write them down actually, because I've forgotten the ones we talked about last time.
Car backed into.
I bet I wonder what Matt's final line was there on the comics podcast. That's that, and I'll put in the cards. Right, almost done, guys. I'm almost done with putting this out. Let's throw in a link to the first episode of The Expanse. Let's throw in the most recent Ace. Probably Television with the Multiverse. Top 10 directors of the decade. I think that's a fine idea. I will note it down in a second. I'm just going to put in one more thing in this. I'll recommend streams. Okay. Also, hey Cindy. Game list is top 10 decade or all time. Top 10 of the decade. Looking for more end of decade content to make. Basically. Top 10 disappointing movies. That's a very good one. I can put a lot of passion into that. Alright, that's all those links done. But we get a game Jackbox tonight. Maybe you will. We can hit the bar, or someone can just buy it outright. Well, born now like the Patreon post. New. Right, I'll note down all those suggestions in a second. I just want to post this first. Select tier, $5 and up. Add URL. Early access. And then I can just copy in the timestamps. Alright. And publish. It's done. The Ghost trailer looks promising, especially if compared to the 2016 version. Tim seemed to hate it. Oh, Tim is waging a one-man war against that Ghostbusters trailer on Twitter. He is waging a war. He thinks it looks stupid and not like Ghostbusters, I think, was the gist of it. Your last podcast was talking about Hillside Strangler murders or whatever when Kenneth claimed had multiple personalities. One of them was Steve. I think that's a lame name. Alright, hold on. Top 10. I'll just put top 10s. I'll have to write top 10 every time. Fave directors. Disappointments. I wouldn't necessarily do all of these, but top 10 games. Let's put video games. Yeah, I think it's too Stranger Thingish. I think it's yeah. Worst is all like disappointing Renegade. Except that I can't be as subjective. I have to be more objective. So disappointing is definitely the more fun one. Oh. Wesker's been very, very needy today. Alright. Yeah, save. Oh, you got a Windows noise there. I apologize. I apologize. Okay. That's the stream window. That's the comics. Okay. Patreon post is there. I'll just do a quick wee tweet about that bit on Patreon and that's all done. What? No doubt it's more Hollywood fluff, but when you compare it to the 2016 version, it has more mystery and less of a farce version of classic comedy. I mean, it definitely looks better than 2016. There's no debating that. No debating that at all. Right. You finally done, Wesker? And then I'll tweet out this stream, now that I'm not distracted. Okay. And Tim loves the boys, so whatever. I mean, I went on a rant on Twitter this week about movie franchises coming back and it needs to stop. I'm sick of everything but a franchise movie. But it's not a bad trailer though. And it may be a fun movie. I don't think it looks bad. Okay. All right. Work is done. We are live. We are hanging out. We're discussing top 10 possibilities for the decade. I'll open my bottle of water. Take a drink. You're flying home that morning. Live stream on the 18th. I mean, there's no concrete time yet. But it will likely be. It'll likely be in. Let me think. I want to end about there. My guess would be about something like 1 or 2 o'clock Eastern. Is my guess, but I don't want to guarantee that as a concrete thing yet. But my guess is something around that area is when it'll start. Because I have to start earlier. It's a 12-hour stream. I mean, you know, it's 12 hours. If I don't start it until later, I'm going to be up till a silly time. Top 10 action scenes, not a bad idea. Hey, I'm quite fond of Ghostbusters 2. But my complaint isn't about Ghostbusters, the quality of the new movie. The complaint's more about the trend of franchises coming back and being kind of just there to try and bring back stuff. And I'll write down action scenes. A little bit more work that one, but especially since I've not seen John Wick 3 yet, and I feel like people would be mad at me if I didn't pick something from at least one of those movies. But I'll write it down. It's not a bad idea. Anything specifically like that, you know, top 10, like, you know, horror movie kill scenes of the decade is really tough because I have to, like, remember them all, which becomes really difficult. Now, not necessarily a bad idea, and if I get really motivated, maybe I'll try and whip something like that up, but I'll note these down, see what I want to do. Oh, dear. But yeah, welcome guys. Thank you for joining me, keeping me company. Top 10 movie twists. Of all time, sure. I don't know if there's enough in the decade to do a list like that. Has there been 10 good movie twists in the last 10 years? I'd have to really think about that. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I mean, obviously, I could put next to directors, like, actors is an option, although I'm less likely to do that one. Movie scores is something that I could do, although the problem with talking about movie scores, I would love to do like some videos on movie scores, but the problem is that it's really weird to talk about music and not play it, and that is a copyright nightmare. Like, that is, like, you know, music is worse than any sort of visual stuff. The detection for that just grabs it. WTF moments? Okay, yeah, that's a bit more broad. It's a bit more broad. Obviously we're doing top 50 horror of the decade and top 25 sci-fi. You know, via streams and Ace. Like, I wonder, like, you know, is there just top 10 action movies of the decade? Is there just top 10 superhero movies of the decade? Yeah. Top 10 foreign films of the decade, maybe. Although, again, I'd have to watch at least a couple of things from this year before I could feel comfortable doing that one. I need to see Parasite and The Farewell before I even think about doing that. Are you doing top 10 movies in general? We're doing top 50 movies in general. Me and Connor will be doing that. What's planned already is top 50 movies, top 50 horror movies, top 25 sci-fi movies, and top 25 TV shows of the decade. Those are the ones that are happening when it's not just me. Whereas these smaller ones might just be me. I may talk people into them as well, but... Do you have a Sobeys there, or Superstore, or just your own local grocery store chains? I don't have any either of those. Let's say that. There's definitely big chains though. The biggest one, Asda's actually owned by Walmart, believe it or not. But it's not called Walmart, it's called Asda. And then there's Morrison's, which is probably the other big one. And then Tesco's and Sainsbury's are both pretty big as well. Although it's definitely mostly Asda's and Morrison's near me. I've been super fond of Sainsbury's for whatever reason. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's always top 10 episodes of the decade, which, I mean, again, that's a lot of episodes to consider. It's the sort of thing though where if I look at my top 25 shows of the decade, like obviously that pretty much narrows them down quite a bit, barring a few things that I might want to, you know, a few shows that don't quite make the top 25 shows, but have that one great episode. Like that one insanely good episode. Because there's actually a big example that I wouldn't... You watched the trailer for RE3 remake and listened to the new theme song, so pumped. I am obviously excited for Resident Evil 3. Top 10 memorable TV moments. Yeah, okay. Not bad. Yeah. Oh. I'm vibrating. I hated Shutter Island. Hated it. I think that was my phone just getting a notification late. I think it was something I already seen on Twitter ages ago. Yeah. Besides, TV show wise, you tend not to watch the shows that you don't like that much. Arrow's the obvious exception, but top 10 movies that will get a reboot for sure in the next decade. Yeah, it's not bad. They're getting so quick now, they just announced a Power Rangers reboot like yesterday. The last one didn't do enough money, so we're doing it again. I like Shutter Island, but I hated the twist. I actually thought that the twist should have been the exact opposite. However, everyone I talked to loved that twist. I feel like the people who love that twist haven't seen enough movies. And that sounds really insulting, but I feel like the twist is so obvious from the very start of the movie that I don't... Like, anyone who was wowed by that twist, I don't understand why. It was the obvious thing to do. It was so obvious, in fact, that, like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I knew what the twist was from the trailer. Like, it's not rocket science as far as movie twists goes. If anything, I'd have been more surprised if there wasn't a twist. It'd have been a more ballsy thing to do. It's like, no, the exact thing we've been saying all movies, what's happening? That would have been more surprising. Sometimes a lack of a swerve is the best swerve. Exactly, Elsa. Didn't even realize it was supposed to be a twist. Exactly. Yes. Da, 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 da. I'll tilt the camera a bit so you get more of the tree. Make myself look all more pretty. Oh, here it is, Merry Christmas. Everybody's having fun. Look to the future now, it's only just begun. Admittedly, I wasn't really enjoying it throughout the movie anyway, so twist or no twist, I wasn't going to be like positive at the end, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey. So, how's everyone doing? Top 10 frustrating endings, movies and TV shows. I'm just trying to think if I can think of any frustrating endings off the top of my head. I have a thing for mental institutions. What a weird thing to have a thing for, Rude Boy. Was Sopranos this decade? Was that 2010 onwards? I don't remember. Feels like a long time ago, but maybe it was like right at the start of the decade. Oh, for this decade, then no. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was the 2000s, but I mean, it's the sort of thing where if you told me it was like 2010 when it ended, I'd be like, yeah, okay. It's not like I was watching it. Stuffing gunpowder in the people and blowing them up. What? People are messed up. People are very messed up. The streams after midnight account liking some of my tweets. But not me doing that, that's Tim doing that. I would never like my own tweets. Yeah, that's not entirely true. I'd do it occasionally. I'm sure you could get quite inventive with gunpowder if you really wanted to. Oh no, David's here. David but no Tyler, that's a weird combo. Now Tim's telling me Jason Voorhees doesn't stand a chance against Leprechaun. Or as he puts it, the Lep.
This was garbage.
Oh hey.
You understand?
Thanks, Rude Boy. Someone wants to play the game. And by all means, play the game you shall. Pick a square, any square at all, any square at all. Well, I mean, later in that episode, they talked about this Chinese woman that was tortured for like 40 days before she died by having so many different things shoved. I'm not finishing that sentence, it's fine. C2. C2. Say it's not a dead square. I always love getting an image with like some of it's kind of like just blank or meaningless, because I do enjoy the troll of that, but editing a gritty political thriller remake of George of the Jungle. Jesus, David. What the hell? David, did you happen to see the tweeted runtime of Comics from the Multiverse? Although you could probably go check it yourself, actually, because it's already up for patrons. There are feelings on you, Pete. That story is for sure the most gold star moment of the podcast. I've heard where if you can get through it, you get a gold star. Don't get money if you don't get reputation, but you don't get to know life through things. Makes you feel soulless at the end. This is a photo that would be obvious just from this square if one knew the movie, but maybe it's obscure. Maybe it is. I've been here since the stream started, so heard 4 hours, and that's without the next week's Doomsday Clock. Yeah. Well, remember, next week's is split into 2 episodes, just so that we don't go for like 5 hours next week. I guess technically we will, because it's 2 episodes, so it'll probably be 2.5 hour episodes or something like that. It's Christmas. I am going to take the image away. Obviously, still have your guest though, rude boy. But my pretty face has not been on the screen for too long. Hey, Gatika's a fine guess. I can't fault the logic behind it. It's incorrect, not Gattaca, but thank you for playing. So we got the first square on the board. We'll see how people feel. Also, next time the bars met, I'm going to make the amount awkward next time just to piss off Tyler. So that no matter what it's at, it'll be an awkward number. A nice awkward percentage. Oh, pardon me. I have not seen Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. Wait, who's liking things now? Oh, Tim got his package of Goatman Winter Special comics. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, Streamlabs, I get it. Why doesn't... I looked at the notifications. Take the notification number away. God damn it. Do I have to click on every single one of them? Apparently. Some of these are months old. Holy shit, this is going to take ages. I'll do a few. I'll come back and do more later. Ah! I was about to play a YouTube video. Which I definitely did not want. Anyway. And the numbers went back up. What the hell? What in the shit? Let me refresh. It went up higher than it was in the first place. Jesus, bloody hell! All right. Okay. I'm just going to not look at it. That is my goal from henceforth, to keep myself happy. All three cats are snoozing on the bed. I do have some of those spicy chili coated peanuts, which I might dig into later. I'm not hungry just now. I had food. I ate really late because I couldn't eat until after the comics podcast was done. So, and because that went super long, I didn't eat till late, which wasn't that long ago. I ate whilst the comics podcast was rendering, which took over an hour. The bloody thing. Do 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 do. Yeah, screenshot game is in play. I'll just remind everyone what it looks like right now. Got an arm and bed sheet of some kind and a little bit of a floor and who else knows what's going on there. Saw the Kid Who Would Be King today. Not bad. The final act was a lot of fun. I remember the trailer. Not something I'd rush to watch. But I wouldn't complain necessarily if someone made me. Do 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 do. I think I'm having music from the first Little Big Planet. I never really liked that game, but that music track was okay. Clearly, because I'm humming it. Wasn't really fun to play. Everyone was too floaty. The kitties are asleep. The kitties are asleep. I should get a good King Arthur movie. I'm not really that fussed.
This was garbage.
Hey, rude boy.
You understand?
Thank you once again. You get your guess and you get your square obviously first. I've got a funny feeling he's going to go for B2, but I'll wait until he actually says it. What could it be? What could it be? What could it be? What could it be? Do 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 do. Yeah, I don't know. For whatever reason, King Arthur and Robin Hood aren't necessarily things I need new versions of. Really, it's not something I feel the desire for more of. But I've never felt that attached to either. Go for B2 because I have stats when it comes to partial faces. Now, if this face is a known actor, then I have something to work with. That is true. The question is, does that shot... Oh, I've got my things on. Hold on. I just realised my guidelines are on. I want to try to obscure the image bit any more than I need to. I should get my screenshot website up in case I need to get more. Someone who believes in me gets Jacob's ladder. That's pretty funny. What was your timer for a guess? You can have a few minutes. Like, it's not no strict timer necessarily. Although if someone else pays for a guess, then you're definitely on like a strict timer at that point. But I'm just looking at the other screenshots just now to pick the most suitable one. That would give it away for sure. Oh, that one's good as well, actually. I've got a couple of good possibles. Love the speculation. I am going to take the image away now. It's been up for a while. But obviously you can guess when you're ready. In the meantime, any other conversation is more than welcome. My hoodie's covering cat hair. I usually wear this indoors too much, but I was cold today. And I'm a little bit just now. Rude Boy is guessing American Psycho, and that is actually the correct answer. Here's the full image. There's American Psycho. So, you were right not to believe in Bob. Boom. Only 2 squares. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I guess I need to pick another movie already, of which you'll get first square. I'm impressed. I specifically picked that because I didn't think it was obvious it was Christian Bale. But good job. Nope, Tyler's not here to approve messages. I have to do it. God damn it. Where is that blue-wrenched menace? Well, that one's far too obvious. Alright, copying new image in now. Oh, no, I need those up. Alright. Red Boy, you get a free first square on this image. Do I want to add stakes to this one? Is it too early for stakes? I think it's too early for stakes. I think if we get this one done, I'll add stakes to the next one. But I've got something in mind, something similar to last week. And if we get to a certain point in the bar, then the stakes will obviously be the winner gets to pick what game we play. But hey, you get a free square. So what will it be? B3. Oh, so much going on. This is an interesting one that we've not really had one like before, where there's a lot of details that might be meaningless there, but there's a lot going on. It's not just a blank space. What could it be? What could it be? So many movies in the world. Oh, what could it be? What could it be? I'm just singing to kill time until the guess. What makes me feel great? Weird boy, if I were a con man, you clearly would not believe any of my cons. You got a membership at GameStop. Now when you get your PS4, you get a few dollars off. Oh, that's nice. Just hope your GameStop doesn't disappear before you get your PS4. Since there's rumours of lots of them closing. Doesn't necessarily mean it'll be the one near you. I mean, the first impression is that this is an adventure mystery movie or a conspiracy theorist movie. The pictures on the wall sort of nerdy collectible. I only heard about it like a couple of days ago. I don't even think it's. I think I heard about it after I streamed last. There wasn't like, and even if I had, it's not like I'm here to give you news on GameStop. The retail market is diminishing each year. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, I'm going to take the image away. Obviously, your guess is still to come, but can't leave it on there for too long. Got to show the moneymaker. I'm referring to the Christmas tree, of course. Why, oh, why would it ever be me? Oh, pardon me. I muted my mic so I could burp a little bit. Like I said, not been that long since dinner. Their most recent episode was on the murder of Girly Chew. Got guess Journey to the Mysterious Island. That's a fair guess, but incorrect. Incorrect. This definitely seems like one where there's more prominent squares to get. What did I have for dinner? I had chicken tikka masala with rice. And I'm kind of weird. I also I get wraps, and I kind of eat them like fajitas, which is weird because it's Indian food, but I like doing that because I'm a weirdo. That's what I had. Who convinced a woman that his ex-wife was an extraterrestrial lizard woman who she had to kill. This took 6 weeks. That's good. That's impressive in 6 weeks. I'm not permitted to tell you how hot or cold you were, but so sometimes, like, when you guess stuff, it's like, oh, I can see why you guessed that, and it's kind of like, in a ballpark in terms of what type of movie it is, and then sometimes it's like a completely different type of movie. And I'm not saying it's either one in this case, but I do love hearing that. Oh, I think this is this kind of movie. Makes it more fun for me knowing what the answer is. You and I, my darling, love you, I know. Boom, 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 bam, 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 bam. Dee 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 doo 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 doo. So Wednesday stream, what's the rule on Doomsday Clock spoilers? Spoil and you die. Yeah, no spoilers. I mean, I will probably read it before the stream just because I'm excited about reading Doomsday Clock. The chances of me reading any other comic that day is probably slim, but I'll probably read Doomsday Clock because it's the final issue of Doomsday Clock. Why are you wanting to have a in-depth debate? How about a top 10 list of movies that should be remade? From this decade or just in general? I'll write it down. I have no comic reading friends. I need a place to gush. I think that's why the podcast does as well as it does, is because most people who are into comics don't have comic book friends. They need podcasts to fill that void. I mean, maybe we could talk about it a little bit. I mean, it depends who's here and who cares. Because imagine if Tyler's here, but he's not had a chance to read it yet. Especially since it'll be early-ish in the day. You know. In US time zones. Your list wouldn't have anything from the past 20 years on it. I can see that. I can see that. But you're right. I mean, it's just a coincidence that it happens to be New Comic Book Day where the stream's happening. But it's the best day for it because Connor's unavailable to record that day, so we can't do it with him anyway. So it's the perfect time for it. Then Tyler comes sauntering in. Fashionable late as always. Only been online for an hour. Oh dear. We were just discussing Wednesday's stream. I never said that, David. I just used Tyler as an example of someone who might care about spoilers on Wednesday. You just got done replumbing your shower? Oh jeez. I actually have a shower problem right now. There's a little puncture in the hose. And it's spraying water out, like sort of horizontally when you're in the shower. And it's actually hitting me like right in the eye if I face the shower. And it's really freaking annoying. It's really annoying. No, David's threatening you with spoilers. I'm happy just not to talk about it on Wednesday, but David's insistent and he wants to talk about it. Compliment. I don't know if it was complimenting Bob. It was more, I demand Jackbox games. Where's Tyler? That was the gist of the comment from what I recall. Oh dear. Unless I missed part of it, but that was what I got from the comment. Alright, maybe we could talk about Doomsday Clock a little bit. But if anyone in chat says no, please don't talk about it, it's not happening. Because I'm considerate. What are the movies for Wednesday? The movies for Wednesday are Gremlins and Jingle All the Way. These are the movies. I was a Jackbox earlier in the stream. I mentioned how Tyler pays for Jackbox a lot, yes, but they were never connected. I was just saying he's fancy pants because he pays for Jackbox. Sorry, I'm just trying to throw you under the bus, Bob. It's fine. Oh dear. Okay, we've done 2 of those movies. Can Gremlins be the later of the 2? The feature, if you will. I mean, sure. I have no preference as to the order of them. I have both of them on Blu-ray, so I don't have to go hunting for them. But yeah, if you don't have them on disc or whatever, you know, well, if they're on a streaming service, which they might be, or if you want to rent them from whatever, whatever you guys wish to do. I vote for Gremlins later as well, so I can catch it. Da da ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba da ba ba da. As a kid, I was a Corey fan, but in Gremlins, his character pissed me off. Yeah, I mean, I like Corey Feldman when I was a kid. The other Corey, not as much, but Corey Feldman's alright. Screenshot game stands at this. We have 1 square gone. Rude Boy shockingly got the last one right in 2 squares. Very impressive. But this is where it sits. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Dun 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 da 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 da. Sorry. Like, sometimes you get into Back to the Future, you just have to keep going Back to the Future. I paused to hear some audio from my edit and you were still rocking. Yeah. How about that Giant Robin special? Yeah, they're milking the cow with this, aren't they? That's 3 of them in a row. 3 months in a row they're doing that 100-page, you know, issue 1000 style treatment. Cheetos? You should probably have something better than Cheetos, Elsa. Go make yourself some, I don't know. Something simple, but better than Cheetos. Happy to have King Sealy writing a dick story again. I mean, I wasn't like a huge fan of Grayson. I only got like 5 or 6 issues into it, admittedly. I was never really into the spy thing. Doritos fit for a king. Have I seen Night Killer? I have not seen Night Killer. It just so happens though that we're kind of booked in Patreon movies till like May at this point. Sealy also did Rebirth Nightwing. He did. Yeah, we mentioned that in the podcast. I like to class up my lower class life as much as possible. Anything that works. Anything that works. Ah, dear. Get a little bit comfortable. I'll eat some fish fillet in a minute, just working, and the Cheetos were the closest thing to my hands. Okay, alright. Nothing wrong with some fish. I can get behind some fish. Like I said, I get more of those fancy nuts for later when I get peckish, but it's not actually been that long since I had dinner, so I'm not there yet. Ooh. Not to be confused with McDonald's. I've never had a McDonald's fish burger. I never once had the inkling to try the fish burger for some reason. I don't eat seafood. That's fair. Until Joe Bob mentioned that, I never realised the same person directed Black Christmas as a Christmas Story. Oh yeah, I knew that. Bob Clark. He also directed a movie called Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. Tonight I'm a pipsqueak in a hoodie. Just like Elliot. And I'm back. Internet went out for a minute. I mean, that was quick enough, Renegade, that I don't think we noticed. But glad all the same. Glad all the same. This is Peter's MC avatar. He's going to spit some bars. That was the extent of the bars. Thank you very much. That was the extent. It's Christmas. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Do 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 do. There's gonna be one of these weird things happen. I also this week sent in True Story that inspired Black Christmas 2, last podcast on the left. Christmas Horror Story special. Hopefully my story gets mentioned. I have a feeling you and Matt will have loved Superman this week. Spoiler alert, I did not. Oh, spicy. What did you not like about it, Tyler? Didn't like that Adam Strange was getting time. It's like, oh no, I can't have that. This pipsqueak Adam Strange. I can't believe Connor squeezed in Undiscovered Country with all the comics this week. Yeah, but the problem is, Tyler, is that next week has more books. So it was either this week with, you know, his 10 books or next week with his 16. Game's no longer being made. That's a shame. Wish I could spend more time looking up the Canadian serial killers, but sometimes they're so hard to find. The same with Perry, it didn't hit hard for me. Not sure why. Soulless, maybe? I don't know. Maybe you're soulless? Yeah, I had 10 books this week. There was 13 in total, so there was 3 that I don't read this week, but I still had 10. Matt only didn't read one. The only one Matt didn't read was Batman's Grave. Connor didn't read Superman or Outsiders. Did he read the rest? Oh, he didn't read Supergirl as well, of course. So Connor had 10 as well. I don't like secrets like that being revealed regardless of character. I hate when they did it to Dick. Oh no, I like this one because it makes sense. I mean, let's not get into it, but it's a natural evolution for me. Do 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 do. Da, 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 da. Famous ones like Robert Picton and Paul Bernardo in the Calamorca take up all the attention from losers like Mark Twitchell. I like it better if it sticks and doesn't get retconned anytime soon. I think your Goodwill Bendis is still in the book. I don't feel like he's leaving anytime soon. Maybe when 5G hits, maybe. But that could still be him. Okay. Head's getting too warm. Do 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 do. Oh, it's way better than when Lois did it. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I hated that in the New 52. Hated it. I bet that David's sitting there editing, listening to this, being like, "No, I like that story in Superman during the DCU era. DCU was such a good time. Those idiots on the podcast don't know what they're talking about." I never said I liked the New 52. It's just where I started. I know, David. I'm just making fun of you for no reason other than just to have fun. Oh, pardon me. There was a few books I liked at the start. They kind of dwindled as time went on. Peter's a bully confirmed. That's not being a bully. Oh dear. I'm a misunderstood genius. That's what I am. Misunderstood genius. Do 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 dun 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 dun. I liked 52 Nightwing and I liked New 52 Guardians or New Guardians. I read the first couple issues of New Guardians. It seemed okay. It never kept my attention though. Because I remember I tried all 4 Green Lantern books and I felt like, I can only really need the main one. It's the sort of thing where maybe I'd be more inclined now. But that was at a weird time for me when I was really starting singles for the first time and like there was only so much I could keep up with. I also tried to answer someone's question regarding Pandora from Flashpoint to Rebirth and I'm still not sure it was ever resolved. I don't know. It was really all Manhattan, so I don't know. I don't know how Pandora fits into it necessarily. Unfortunately. Maybe the Doomsday Clock final issue will make it all work. This explains everything. And it explains nothing. Which is comics. That's comics in a nutshell. Do you think Crisis is going to copy the comics and the character we saw go down is the one that's going to hold off the Anti-Monitor by themselves? It'd be a perfect send-off to me. Nah, I'll expect them to die. I'm assuming I'm thinking of the right part of the book that you're thinking of. But then again, there's so many characters that have already died in Crisis that they're clearly going to bring back when everything resets, so it might actually still happen. But I guess that's I would critique that it's not really a send-off, it's just a cheap death. What's your Time After Time review? Good review. There's a better Jack the Ripper movie called Terror at London Bridge, but that would be a Screams. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the person becomes Spectre to hold off Danny Monitor while all the other heroes finish their plan. Okay, alright. Yeah, I can see that happening. Because that's the one that I expect to actually leave. Isn't Snyder confirmed to be doing an event or something that explores post-Doomsday Clock? He teased on Twitter that they might do Metal 2. With him and Capullo. But, like, yeah, he's definitely building up to an event after he's done with Justice League. And maybe he does explore post-Doomsday Clock. Which means it will not be as good as Doomsday Clock because Scott Snyder is not Jeff Johns, but, I mean, that's what it is. I'm just happy they actually want to take some of it and keep exploring it, and not just sort of pretend it was irrelevant. So, I'll accept that. Stay on time with the quality hurting as a result. That's my stance, and I'm sticking to it. Shazam! Being the book that's been delayed. Shazam's delay cycle's been a lot weirder than Doomsday Clock. I mean, Doomsday Clock's obviously taken a lot of time, but for the most part, it's like it shipped to every other month. There was a couple of times where it got delayed, so it was like a 3-month gap, but like it's mostly made sense. Where Shazam just kept like piling up delays until all the next like 4 issues were all meant to still come out within like a month, like weeks of each other. Last Night on Earth is next week rather than a few months back. Yeah, exactly. Shut it, Tyler. Your boy Snyder doesn't know what he's doing. All right. He's clearly delayed things all over the place. I will not be having it. To be fair, he was getting ready for his kid to have surgery. Actually, I have no idea if that was affected last night. I mean, Jeff Johns' family could have been having surgery, like, over the last couple of years. You don't know. It's entirely possible. He's got a lot of family members, a lot of cousins, nephews, and nieces, and aunties and uncles. Maybe it's been a really troubling year or two at the Johns household. Had to take out all that money he's made from helping with the movies and cry into it. I just need to finish that Green Lantern Corps movie someday. I mean, if he's even still involved, I mean, I know he's meant to be writing it, but apparently that's a priority for them. They've said, but they're also claiming that Flash has a new release date, which at this point it's just a sad joke. And like 2021 and 2022 both have 4 Marvel movies and 3 DC movies in each of them. So I hope you like superhero movies, because there's going to be 7 a year before long from the two biggies, not counting any of the other sort of smaller things that might pop up. Yeah, I mean, that Green Lantern Corps show is also in development, but I kind of agree though. It feels like only one of them will happen. I mean, it's not impossible that both could happen, but if I was to put money on it, I would say that only one will happen. I just don't know which. The release date is always accurate, but Flash keeps sticking around the timeline and pushing it back. Hey, if it means that we lose Ezra Miller at some point because it's taken too long and he's like, 50 by the time it's going to get made, then I'm okay with that. Except for the fact that I think I'm actually like the same age or even slightly older, so I don't want to be that old, but still, you know what I mean. Or maybe he's older. No, he's probably older. Now I'm thinking about it. He was playing a teenager in 2010. I was 21. Yeah, so he's probably about my age. I saw on Facebook today that someone and green face for part 2 of Crisis on CW. Who is it, I wonder? I don't know. Who's Ezra Miller? The Flash. The actor who plays the Flash. 1992. Okay, he's a couple of years younger. Not that much. He's about, I would still describe that as about my age. Shut up, David. I'm like right in the middle of the millennial like range. Yeah, prick. Also, aren't you older than me? Oh yeah, Ezra Miller, that's what I'm talking about, yes. Yes, that prick. Mm-hmm. You're 26? I thought you were older than me for some reason. God damn it. RE3 though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Did you know? Did you know that the new version of the Resident Evil 2 demo, which they just released, has a Nemesis Easter egg in it? You can hear him say stars on the new Resident Evil 2 demo. So you get to hear what the new Nemesis sounds like on the new Resident Evil 2 demo. Obviously, you can just look it up on YouTube. Like, someone's obviously already put it up. But it's real. People have confirmed it's real. Don't say it out loud, Renegade. It cannot be uttered. It cannot be uttered out loud. In the right, Firefly. What am I talking to you for, cat? You're equally old. You're 9 years old, like, this month, which means you're like 35 in cat years. Uh. Burning question in everyone's mind: how is the Code Veronica remake going to handle our favourite incestuous siblings? In great detail, is my hope. I click off edit for 2 minutes and we're getting a Game of Thrones ep in here. Bob's hard? What? Firefly, you get hair of him in hoodie. I'm gonna have to wash this now before I wear it outside again. You can't see it on the camera that much, but it looks bad in person. Nothing like a little bit of incest. I'm kidding, of course. I'll boycott if they don't get the same actress as Claire in the eventual Code Veronica remake. Oh yeah, I want the same actress from 2. Absolutely. She was great. Oh, you're wearing a comics hoodie? You are. Good listener. good. I don't know what to say. I am pleased you're wearing that. Firefly, are you obscuring the camera? No, you're not. You're obscuring the chat a little bit, though. I don't know if I can. Firefly. Oh. Firefly! My god, you're being a little shit. Oh, I get you, Bob. I get you. What do you think, Pete? Top 10 games that need to be remade? I don't know if I'd have 10 for that. I don't know if there's enough games that I like from my old days that I want new versions of. Firefly was such an angel last stream. He was. In this stream, he's been a little pissed. Getting in my way. Hiding my chat. Obscuring my camera. Now when I try to push him or pull him away, he resists and drags the keyboard, and, you know, bad things can happen when he starts messing around with the keyboard. Yeah, you ain't no angel, Firefly. You're a menace. He's kind of peeking around at me from the side of the monitor. He's behind it right now. Yeah, you just lie that. Oh no, he's jumping down, which probably means he's going to jump back up on me. He's thinking about it. Nope, he's going the other way now. He's changed his mind. Nope, now he's turned back toward me. He's been indecisive. So indecisive. What are you doing, Firefly? Kitties. Notice how your two brothers, Firefly, are sound asleep and being, as Elsa would describe, little angels. And you're being a terror. Let us. You've already got here over it now, you might as well come up and hug me. Yes. The purring's coming in slowly. He's clearly happy that he's getting the attention. Which I do begrudgingly, Firefly, to settle you down. I don't think so, Bob, but... Okay, fine. That's all he wanted. Yeah. You can't always get what he wants, though. That's not how it works, cat. Sometimes I have to be a mature human being and say no. Not right now. I'm okay with you eating me, Firefly, if I die. You eat me as much as you need to survive until someone finds my body. You have my permission. Was getting a slice of caramel cake and it 100% made the whole day worth it. Does sound nice. Does sound nice. Right, Firefly. I'm so jealous that you can cuddle with them. My cats only allow me to hold them on their own terms. When they're cold, mostly. Yeah. Yeah, I get away with it usually. Certainly with two of them. Wesker doesn't necessarily like being picked up and cuddled as much, but he does snuggle in a lot. Sorry, Firefly, but I want to sit forward, okay? Good cat. Good cat. Maybe I'll have a nut. Maybe just a little nut, see if I get the taste for it. I occasionally get slapped around in the morning and jumped on. Wesker will paw me in the face. Firefly will sniff me in the face. Although, fun enough, Garrus never does anything. Garrus has never once bugged me to feed him. Garrus is very easy going when it comes to food. He doesn't care that much. He just, like, if there's food going out, he'll go in and grab some, but he never, like, begs for food the way the other two do. I say beg. More like demand. How about George of the Jungle, the Committee of Foliage? George of the Jungle, the Green Death. The cats are right. Oh no, the TV's gonna turn off. Let's not do that. Hmm. I'm enjoying these. I think I'm quite ready to binge the rest of the bag though. I'm not hungry enough for that. Right. Putting them away. Hmm. I do need a drink when I'm eating those though. They get quite nippy at the back of the tongue. You alright, Firefly? That was a kind of a funky noise you just made. So like you were slurping something up. I think you were just making a weird noise after you get done licking yourself though. How many books am I getting next week? I believe the total... well, the total on the show is... I think 17. But I'm not reading 17 myself. Let me just double check. I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm doing 15. 15 books. Which is absolutely insane. What's Connor doing actually? What ones does Connor not read? He's going to be reading all those in the first half. Second half, he won't do Legion. And I think he dropped Shazam. So he's got 2 off in the second half. You're getting 23. Yeah, there's a lot out. There's a shit ton out. They've basically stockpiled that week, and apparently Marvel are doing the same thing. The comic shops are all complaining that this is the biggest order week they've ever had. And is Matt reading them all? Is there anything there Matt isn't reading? I don't think so. I think Matt's reading all those. So Matt's doing 17, and me and Connor are both doing 15. Although me and Connor are doing different, like the 2 that I'm not reading are different from the 2 that Connor's not reading. And conveniently, the way it's spread out, I'm not reading one on both shows, which is convenient, just for getting them all in. It's going to be a lot of reading next weekend. A lot of reading. What is on the first show? The first show that's going to go out at the regular time on the Sunday is Doomsday Clock 12, Batman 85, Batman Superman number 5, because it leads into Year of the Villain Hill Arisen issue 1, which is also there. Suicide Squad number 1, Wonder Woman Dead Earth, Batman Last Night on Earth 3, and The Low Woods number 1. That's the first show. The second show is Justice League 38, Aquaman 55, Legion of Superheroes 2, Shazam 9, Jimmy Olsen 6, Metal Men 3, Harleen 3, Joker Killer Smile 2, and Basket Full of Heads number 3. So that's how they're split up. All of the like number 1s or big endings or whatever on the first half, more or less. The only exception to that's Harleen, but that's only because it's so big that it just didn't make sense to put it in the same week as the Doomsday Clock and 2 other Black Label books. Oh, I see you liking my tweet, Sandy. I see that on the Twitters. You uploading both the week of, or saving one for next week, for the off week? No. The second one will go out soon after we do it. But because the annual episode's getting done the following week, so the regular slot will still have the annual episode the following week. So you're basically just getting an extra episode early in the week, like Tuesday or Wednesday. So hopefully you like the show, because you're getting a lot of it next week. For some reason, all the male Fuzzers tweets got priority on my feed. Ain't complaining. I think that's just based on how often you interact with them. I think it like puts them higher up in the priority the more you click like or anything like that, or reply or whatever. I think. Oh, they're doing deceased action figures with the characters covered in blood. That's great for the kiddies. Oh god, I've clicked on a BuzzFeed list. Why have I done that to myself? The 41 of the best TV shows from 2019 that are 100% worth watching. Haven't seen that. Watchmen's a good pick. Unbelievable's a good pick. Chernobyl's definitely a good pick. What is the cost of lies? When They See Us, did not see. Euphoria, did not see. Stranger Things is a solid pick. Really enjoyed season 3. Russian Doll didn't really do much for me, but people did seem to love it. Schitt's Creek, I did not see. Succession, did not see. Good Place, I'm not caught up, but it's very good. Forgot to mention before that I'm glad that you and Tara finally had your duet during Time After Time. Well, see, the thing is that because there's a delay through Skype and I'm the one recording it, to make sure that duet moment happened, I had to like time it with her. If she tried to time it with me, it'd have been off. So I had to just kind of jump in and make it work. Brooklyn Nine-Nine's a good choice. Very good choice. Kill and Eve, have not seen. Dead to Me, have not seen. Pose, have not seen. One Day at a Time, have not seen. Oh dear. Even I, who watches a lot of TV, like, I'm still finding a lot of things here that I've not seen. It's because there's so much TV. Good Omens, I was not interested in. Mandalorian, sure. Betty made a twist there. Veep, not seen. Barry, I've heard good things. Tim loves it. This Is Us has been very popular. The Boys was very good. Mr. Robot, very good. Although, 23 for Mr. Robot, come on now. Also, the series spoilers in that image they put in. Yep, Connor is going to indeed try and do that. Mandalorian box quote, sure. Pete 2019. Yeah, well, you know. The Crown, not of interest. End of the effing World, people sing its praises. Sex Education, did not see. Atypical, have not seen. That's not a new show though, that's been going for a while. The Act, Shrill, Lucifer, The Good Fight, Phospherdin, I haven't seen a lot of these. The other two, His Dark Materials, actively hated the first episode of that. Glow, solid pick. I haven't seen Catastrophe, or On My Block, or Gentleman Jack, or Derry Girls, or Undone, or Penis, or Pen 15. I don't know how to pronounce it. We called what on stream? What did we call? As with Better Call Saul, episode by episode, Barry goes deeper and deeper in the series of effed up events. Okay. Well, last week when we were talking about what if Pedro Pascal wasn't even playing Mando in every episode? Oh, was there an answer? I've not heard any news of this, Tyler. We are suddenly right, you're telling me. He wasn't on set during the Bryce Dallas Howard episode. Ah. He's there for some of them because he's posted some set photos, I think, but yeah, it's not surprising. Like, It'd be nice if it was him all the time, just to make the body language be completely consistent. But I haven't noticed it, veering too badly. Let's delete that row. Well, that's right. I have to renumber some of these because I counted the annual as a number, and I shouldn't do that because it's not. Right, so that becomes 88. Becomes 89. That becomes 90. 91. I know this is super boring. I'm literally just going up one number at a time, but it's important that we know when our 200th episode is, alright? Very important. 5, 6, 7, 98, 99, 200. Alright, boom. Numbering is fixed. 200th episode will be the last one in March. The other guy in the suit should get more recognition is the main problem. Yeah. They don't see it that way though because he's not the voice. Because Pedro Pascal's still doing the voice in a sound booth somewhere, they don't see it as needing to praise it as much. Which is, kind of a problem. Do 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 do. Do do. Okay. Mm. Mm. Oh dear. Right, I'll give you guys the I'm probably going to end the stream at past at the well, what time is it? 4:30 my time. 24 minutes. This is a 24-minute warning if anyone wants to try and get the screenshot or whatever. You coming up? Firefly. Oh, David, with the wonderfully awkward amount. Thank you, David. It is most appreciated. I will fix that in a second. In the meantime, you may guess your thing. Well, the movies on Wednesday stream Gremlins and Jingle All the Way. That is correct.
This was garbage.
Oh.
You understand me?
I forgot about the GIF. B4. Firefly. Go away. I'm updating the bar while you're looking at it. What does that go up to? Actually, hold on. Go up to 1302, okay. Wait, 12. Go with 17. I'll do. Okay, what are you saying, Cindy? When was the Die Hard stream going to be? That'll be closer to Christmas. That'll be afterwards. Right, where was I? Yes, Die Hard's going to be closer to Christmas, so that's after the Christmas stream. Well, Jean Jacket makes it 90s, but not so much beyond that. Okay. Solid logic. It looks like the scene in a teen comedy where the nerd finally bangs his crush. What, in the middle of a store? Because I think that's a store. Or maybe the back room of a store. I mean, I'm confused and I've seen the whole image. I'm not entirely sure. Could be his bedroom and he's really into maps or something, and that makes him an expert, and that turns her on. I mean, sure. I mean, I won't fault your logic. I won't fault your logic. Gonna guess Empire Records. That is incorrect, but I can see why you guessed that. I can see why you guessed that. But if I say it's a store, then it's a store. I mean, I'm vaguely remembering it looking like a store, but I mean. But yeah, okay. Ba 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 ba. My oh my. What could it be? 1990s with a denim jacket. Well, I mean, you assume it's 1990s because of the denim jacket. I couldn't tell you what year this was from specifically anyway. I'd have to check. Someone tweeted at me. Let's go answer the tweet. Like an exciting thing. I don't know if they tweeted at me or if they just... That was just a like. Never mind. Renegade thinks it's a mannequin or possibly a chihuahua. Tyler's been oddly quiet ever since David sniped that odd amount. I can only assume that he's sitting there with that very red face, shaking his, like just his entire body's shaking with anger at the 26.04%. That's all I can assume. Da 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 da. Oh, more tweets. Oh, well, that's the same person. So someone liked and they was going to say something, as often happens. Someone actually inquiring if there's sales figures on the podcast, because that is a hot topic and everyone wants the sales figures. And I'm more than happy to confirm that indeed there is sales figures. Did you check that MP3 I tweeted you? I did. I didn't listen to it all, but like I skimmed through it, and I was very impressed that you actually synced up my voice with the music. Very impressed. Maybe I should save that so I can listen to it properly later. But I did have a quick skim. Was the girl Amy smart? I can't tell you shit. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Nicolas Cage. Do Matt and Connor still hate that you do sales figures? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This week I started, like, I didn't tell them there was going to be sales figures. We got to the end of the solicits, which is quite a long section. And I said, before we move on, I've got a treat for everyone. And Connor immediately said, it better not be sales figures. And I said, it's sales figures! And they were delighted, as you would expect. I mean, hilarious was a word for it, yes. I'm not proud of those 3 or 4 minutes. There was a dark period in the history of the channel. Above or below the dance? I think below. I think there was more pride in that dance. Well, as long as I did that. One might I mean, I'm not going to tell you for sure, but like one might speculate that there's another person in that image. Yeah, just one might speculate. um. Everything's went all quiet. So I carried up the number of individual issues I have since Rebus started. 2,367. That's in what, 3.5 years? That is diabolical. This song was funnier, but the dance was surprisingly good considering. Song was funnier, but the dance was surprisingly good considering. Yeah, I mean, surprisingly good. I mean, I'll take that. I like that. 431 trade paperbacks for the new 52, and I'm broke. Jeez. You don't have to get everything. I mean, that's my thing. Like, this all made me cry tears of laughter. The dance left me speechless. I think I like Speechless more. Mm. Do 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 do. What's up, Firefly? What's up, Firefly? Just remember, Pete, both were tangentially thanks to me. I don't know. Would that spice things up if I added a goal onto this image or bar? Would that make everyone excited? A song or a dance or a mime, perhaps? God, Jesus, what am I saying? I should stop speaking right now. I think next time you sing, you should use a karaoke version. It will be more helpful. I did use a karaoke version. It was a karaoke version. There was just a little bit of a backing track that came in one of the choruses that I was not expecting, and it threw me off. Because I know the song, but I don't know it that well. That I was expecting this backing singer. Well, I think it was just Celine Dion, but it was, you know. Oh, like with the words bouncing along, you missed a few. Alright, yeah. That's because I don't know how the tune for every single line goes. It's not like I've listened to My Heart Will Go On that much. I've heard the chorus or whatever, you know, at the end of Titanic or on TV during something. Do 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 do. Hey, if YouTube has that for a song that you want to make me sing for a goal, then by all means. Oh, David, I'll wait for the gift this time.
This was garbage.
Garbage.
You understand me?
I should say, are you not entertained like in Gladiator? I could see that. Alright, David. What do you want? 1406. Loving the awkward amounts. I choose the one with the other guy. C2. Only C2. Oh! Quality pick. Quality pick. I feel like you might have enjoyed B2 just a little bit more, but you went with C2, and you're sticking with it. I respect that. And no, you can't swap. I guess I started the traveling band. Oh dear. I always pick B2 first for a reason. It's not a Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, if that wasn't obvious. You know what? Fine. If this one is gotten, I will sing at least a chorus of a song of the winner's choosing. Okay? I'm not feeling a full performance, but we'll add a little bit of a stake to it. A little bit of a stake. Not a full plate of steaks, just a little bit of a steak. And yes, I will listen to the backing music to make my life interesting. Do do do. I think Tyler's just fallen asleep, which is weird because he just had like caramel cake. Either that or his showers exploded because he tried to plumb it himself. Food coma. Yeah, it could be a food coma. That's true. Speaking of food, where's my nuts? Mmm. Very good. Mmm. I'm just going to enjoy my nuts until someone says something to me. I gotta just pull entertainment out of thin air. Mmm. Mmm. Sometimes, Cindy, I love to pick an image that I know the twos won't help with because I know you're going to pick me too. I ain't falling for that. Already checked. You've won a game before, Cindy. Surely you have. I could have sworn you have. I haven't left them on the screen, have I? No, not okay. I thought I might have left the. I wasn't looking at the stream box. I didn't know if I'd left the image up. The detective work has begun. Oh, thanks, Cindy. I'll let Gift play.
This was garbage. You understand me?
Alright. B2. Cindy's a B2 kind of girl. Alright, here we go. Well, that hair definitely seems to confirm 90s. I am going to lie about it now. Look at it. I'm actually doing a little dance right now, but you can't see it. Do a little dance. Sing a little song. Get down, down. I can't confirm if it is or isn't, but it definitely has a similar look to him. Firefly, Luke, give me peace. My. I'm going to take away the image. But obviously you can still guess. It's been a little while. I'm going to sit back in my chair. And watch this unfold. Isn't that right, Firefly? I do kind of need a drink though. Well, spicy nuts do make me thirsty. Shot in the dark. Varsity Blues. That is incorrect, but fair guess. Totally fair guess. I've been trying to think of hints in case anybody gets a hint, but all of them are so obvious. Everything I'm thinking of just immediately rounds it down to a few movies. Oh. I think I've got one that's vague enough though. Oh, Firefly. That's what hint's supposed to do. Not make it that easy. Need a Firefly. Cat. You've been very indecisive. You're letting Elsa down. Oh, menace. Mm-hmm. 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 Do 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 do. Believe it or not, I'm actually humming a piece of music that plays in season 2, episode 1 of the hit television show Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's a piece of piano music that plays as the ending, the happier ending, kind of plays out as the Xander and Willow seem to forgive Buffy for being kind of a bitka, as Xander incorrectly guesses from a spelling earlier in the episode. And the camera crabs around him. What was the hint? Oh, there is no hint. No one got a hint, Elsa. Nice try though. I was just discussing that that I was thinking of hints in case someone got one, so that I wasn't stumped upon it happening. Because I always try to see what my second or even third image would be. No one's ever... Well, I've never actually gotten to a third before, but I always make sure there's all 2 images that I can use. Which I actually haven't done with this one yet, admittedly. I'm fairly certain it's not any of the Freddy or Jason movies. Because you've just went and looked at every screenshot you could find for all of those, I'm guessing. Certainly all the 90s ones. Okay, I guess that's my pick if I need to pick one. I think he did roll out butterfly effect. I think he said he checked when you brought that up earlier. Oh, how did he rule it out? Oh. I'm assuming he looked at screenshots from Butterfly Effect and saw no one wearing a denim jacket. That would be my guess. David puts in work. He puts in some proper work. Yeah, but maybe it was a brunette that wore a denim jacket in the butterfly effect, or a redhead. I don't know. Detective David. Or Dective David. Yeah, she's Dective David. I agree. David the Dick. Private dick to you. Love it. David's partner was Tyler, who disappeared on a mission. Yeah, he's went AWOL. I think David will have to have a word with him. We actually give David a wrench out of just to show Tyler a lesson. What you know? How dare he disappear mid job? I get a promotion out of spite. I can dig it. David's got a wrench. Behold. Just like that. Admittedly, just as quick as I can give is just as quick as I can take away. It's the final destination. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I said I was going to go like 10 minutes ago, but you know, it's fine. As long as no one minds that I'm being thoroughly boring. But I will go soon. I've got stuff to do. It's been a while since I watched that of Final Destinations, actually. I'm quite fond of the second one, and it had terrible acting, but like I did enjoy it. The fifth one was the closest to what I liked about 2. I thought the first and the third took themselves a bit too seriously, and the fourth one was just kind of weird and off. I didn't hate the first and the third though. There's still good stuff in there. Oh, Matt's caught up in Watchmen. No worries, Bob. See you on Wednesday for the 12-hour extravaganza. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, Cindy. Thanks, Cindy. I'll let the gift play before I do it. Yeah, so that's 1806 on the board.
This was garbage.
Garbage.
You understand me?
Elsa believes in you. Alright. Pick your square. What could it be? So many movies. So little time. C3. What was Tim reviewing that he called it garbage? I believe that was My Little Lie. I think that's what that one was. Sorry, that was C3. C3. Oops. Also got a notepad to me. That's true, it may not be a store actually. Now that I'm seeing more of it again, I guess it isn't. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I remember there being a store in the movie though. Anyway, hint. Yes, the hint. The hint. The plot of this film revolves around a forced marriage. I'll repeat that. The plot of this film revolves around a forced marriage. What could it be? What could it be? What could it be? What could it be? Bum bum. Norbit. I've never seen Norbit. I don't know how ridiculous a guess that is, but I'm going to guess probably fairly. You'd cut the tension with a knife right now. can almost see. I can almost see Cindy sitting there, feeling like the camera's sort of slowly tracking in, the bead of sweat dripping down the forehead. Pressure's on. Was it a forced marriage or a marriage of convenience? I stand by what I said. Forced marriage. This movie's plot revolves around a forced marriage. I'm gonna have to get used to David's name also being Blue. I'm working on it, but no guarantees. Oh dear. Da 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 da. Um, did they have a forced marriage? Now, I'm not saying that necessarily the forced marriage is completed, but the plot revolves around a forced marriage. I love it. I'm going to take the image away though, because I've been sitting here for a while without my face. Obviously, the guess is still to be had. You've seen Chernobyl. Can you imagine being kept alive for 39 days with radiation poisoning? No, I don't want to imagine it. It sounds like the most miserable experience that one might go through, at least physically. Look at all this cheating. Googling things. How dare you? I mean, my oh my, what could it be? And for the record, I mean, I don't know how many, if any of you have seen this, but even if you haven't, there's still information, like, there's still information that you could use, assuming you've seen a certain review of it that may have happened on a Male Fuzz TV show. Ouchie. Elmo Ouchie. Oh, did Red Letter Media cover this? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, why? If he's destined to die from the radiation, why even resuscitate him at that point? Like, what's the point of prolonging it? Just seems like a waste of effort. No, I'm never going to guess correctly. Well, I mean, if you watch Male Fuzz TV content, like we have talked about this movie before. Who watches that? I don't know. People who are currently on Male Fuzz TV right now, watching me sitting basically doing nothing. Seems like the prime candidates. How dare you, David? How dare you? A proper reviewer, unlike that hack. Firefly. Firefly's on my lap, by the way. He settled down finally. I don't mind him being there. I mean, I wouldn't have cats if I had a problem with them getting cozy. Isn't that right, Firefly? Yes. My pooty cat. My pooty cat. There's only 34 films released between 1985 and 2002 with keyword forced marriage. Most of them are Bollywood and the rest aren't this. I promise you my hint is accurate. Okay? Just because they don't describe it that way in the plot and there's a summary doesn't mean it's not an active part of the movie. I mean, I'm not saying it's a traditional forced marriage. I'm saying that there's a forced marriage main element to the plot. I mean, I'm still waiting on the guess from Cindy's tip, and she offered it to someone else, but I mean, no one sort of confirmed and made a proper guess. Pardon me. We didn't Firefly. You little menace. Wait, why did I just approve that? David should have done that. It's his damn job. I kid. He's too busy researching. I love the idea that at one point David probably typed into the search bar 1990s film, forced marriage, denim jacket, hoping that he'd get a result. We talk about benefits before I work. What? What sort of benefits are we talking about here? I have to admit that's actually rather cute compared to other films. What's cute? Movie Man Under the Sun, when they had a scene where they found a cat to rats, they actually just covered it in honey and the rats licked it. Ah, okay. What have I been given here?
Well, the leprechaun, of course. That's the most iconic.
I was waiting for the gif. Thank you, David. Uh, Alright. Alright, you want an extra image? You want an extra box. Give you the box first. Pick your box. Pick your box as I update the bar. Oh, Matt messaged me. That's right, Cindy still has a guess, you're right. C4, sure. You have C4. Technically, I mean, Cindy should have her guess before I reveal it anymore and give the second image. Go on, Cindy, take a stab in the dark. It's not fair to you if you'll get a guess. Unless you want to just pass it on, but I'll leave that to you. Before I take this square. Can't hardly wait. No. No. C4 though was the pick. I assume you want your second image. So I will take that off the screen and I will go and fetch it. That was a try. It was a fair try. Okay. The second image. Hmm. Well, unless I'm a dick and take one that has nothing notable in it, you're going to get it as soon as I put the second image in. Within a margin. Unfortunately, the rest of them are really, really obvious. Like, really obvious. So, I think Dave's about to get it. Damn it. I was looking for one where the obvious thing wasn't already revealed, but unfortunately, they all are, so. Alright, well. Here it goes. Oh, wait, hold on. I still has a word preview on it. Let's not do that. Oh, actually, no, hold on. I can make this more interesting. Okay. Okay, I can tell you that there is a square on this that will give it away. Okay? Oh, actually, no, let me switch to the original image first so I can reveal it properly. Alright, so here we go. Here's the, oh, pardon the, oh, you don't see that, never mind. So there's the original image, that's number 1. This is image number 2. And like I said, there is an image on this one, there's a square on this one, that will basically just immediately give it away. Did you alter the image so the squares we picked wouldn't give it away? I mean, I didn't want to just give it to you. Look, I might have just flipped it, okay? I might have just flipped it. That's all I did. I flipped it left to right. That's all I did. Just to make it a bit more sporting, okay? Just a bit more sporting. I didn't see the fun in just putting it in and just being like, well, now you know what it is. I think it's a bit harsh, Renegade. Can't deny it's a very different scene. But the movie wasn't shown with the image flipped this way. That's cheating. I mean, the whole image is still there. Alright, if everyone thinks that's cheating, I'll flip it back. And I will never flip another image again. Feel free to place your votes in the chat right about now. Should I have creative license to flip it? David thinks that's cheating. Okay. Flipping is cheating. Okay. Alright. I'll take 3. 3 will do me. I'll flip it back. I thought I would make it more exciting. There you go. Unflipped. Oh yeah, my one square, my release a Snyder Cut square. Yeah, I'll use that, but I'll always do that first and sort of let you know I'm doing it. And as for cropping, technically I do crop some of them because some of them are wider than 16:9, so I always crop them to fit the thing. And that's actually, I think that benefits you because it means there's not black bars that you're just getting, you know, when you pick one, which is why I do that. So cropping will happen on movies that are wider than 16:9, or have bars at the sides. Yeah, crop it to fit. Well, yeah, but when I crop it to fit, David, I have the option then of panning left or right wherever the important information is to make sure it's on the screen. So sometimes it's panned all the way to one side and not in the middle. It's just based on judgment on what's in the image, because it has to, you know, the important part. Let's say something's important at the side of the frame, I have to pan it all that way to the side to make sure it's there. I don't feel guilty about any of the panning or cropping that I've done to make things fit. I've never used it to hide an important part of information, if that makes sense. I still have no idea. What do you mean you have no idea? Renegade! Yep, I told you, forced marriage. I thought that was a fine hint. Fine hint. They didn't just immediately give it away too easily. Difference between manslaughter and murder. Okay, okay. I haven't seen this, obviously. Yeah, but Renegade. What? Look at the thing in the right hand side of the screen. what do you think this is? Now, David is right. But surely you at least got the franchise, Renegade. Look at him. It's the Leprechaun, of course. The full images, there you are. There's the full one. The second image, and then the first image was that. So, there you go. Obviously, I wasn't putting the Leprechaun in the first image. I'm not an idiot. Congratulations, David. You get first pick at the next one. I've never seen a Leprechaun movie, so I had no chance. The edge of my phone is very fuzzy. I've been having that problem. I apologize. Well, that's fair enough. But, like, you know, the Leprechaun is pretty... I mean, even if you've not seen them, it's a Leprechaun. Why, the Leprechaun, of course. Charlie Heath doesn't have an IMDb page. Excellent. I love it. The actor was of no help. Well, that's okay. I thought it might be a David Lynch movie. Ooh, that's an idea, Elsa. That's an idea. Why, the Leprechaun, of course. Why not just click browse all? I've clicked on too many things to just go back. Alright, let's pick a new one, shall we? I'm interested in this one. Right, that one a bit too obvious. The stakes. Yeah, she wants stakes for this one. Oh, right, I made stakes for this one already, didn't I? Shit. Okay, yes, the stakes. Yes, yeah, you give me a chorus you want song. I'll try. This one might be a little easy, depending, but I'll give it a try. Quite right, David gets a top 5, should he wish. Ain't about trying to screw him out of his top 5. Alright, the next one is in play. Squares are all there. If you'd like to pick the first square, David, if you're looking, although you're probably looking at a track list or something. Do. Top 5 things you want carried over from Doomsday Clock and B2. And B2. You want B2, you get B2. Suck it, that's your B2. Top 5 things I want carried over from Doomsday Clock. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. OBS disconnected for a second. Let's see, what carried over from Doomsday Clock? Unfortunately, I can't have the Saturn Girl they have because we've already kind of got a new one. I would say that I would like the history of like the Superman like theory to carry over. That'd be nice. Not my first choice, but that'd be nice. Certainly Batgirl had her sort of black and yellow outfit again, which I really like better than the other. I mean, I don't hate the one she's got right now, but I'd like that to carry over. I would like the key characters to remember Manhattan. You know, what happens, I want Clark to remember Manhattan. I definitely want that. I wouldn't mind Mime and Marionette sticking around. I don't expect they're going to, but I wouldn't mind it. Also, Alfred's alive in Doomsday Clock, so how does that work? Oh, you've done it dirty, did you prick? It has to be the JSA, right? Like the JSA that's being teased. That has to be number one. That has to be number one. That's number one. Number two is that Superman must remember. Or I'd like him to remember at least. Number three, and I'll come off this because it doesn't seem like you're going to guess anytime soon. Number three is the idea of the turmoil from the Superman theory and the political fallout of Kandak and Black Adam and all that stuff. Number four, I'll say Mime and Marionette. And number five, I will say Batgirl's outfit. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. Yeah, there you go. There's your five. Do you think the square looks like it's setting for a movie titled The Skeleton Key? Movie guest Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill. That is a hell of a stab in the dark. I can confirm that it is not Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill. But thank you for playing. But thank you for playing. Every Time We Touch by Cascada. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to go listen to it. I have no idea what that song is. So I muted the audio from the computer. Remember, this is just a chorus. That was my promise. Not a full thing. I've muted audio, nice. Every Time We Touch. I might recognize it once it's going. This sounds upbeat to me. This is definitely upbeat. I'm just listening to the chorus a couple of times because just to get the tune. Thanks, Red Boy. Take your time, I'm opening OBS. How dare you? How dare you? Alright, I'll do the square for our Rude Boy who's just chipped in. Alright, what do you want, Rude Boy? I don't know the last bit yet. C4. C4 is what you want. Going for something completely different. That is different. I was assisting a kitty cat. '90s Poltergeist. You mean '80s Poltergeist? The only Poltergeist in the '90s was maybe the third one? '80s, you mean? Nah, it's not '80s Poltergeist, but nice try. Nice try. Alright. What was it doing there? Oh, yes. Yeah, the original. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's not Poltergeist. It's not any Poltergeist, I suppose. It just is the quick way to confirm that it's definitely not what you're saying. Thoughts on Portuguese 2015? I didn't think it was bad. I just thought it was really boring and dull. It wasn't like offensively terrible or anything like that. It was just really uninteresting. Would be my appraisal of it. That was actually pre-Screams, I think. So we've never reviewed that. Can't say I'm particularly excited about the thought of revisiting it, but I'm sure we'll do the Portuguese franchise at some point. Right. Alright, I think I'm good enough to do this, I guess. Alright, I'm just going to right before the chorus, so I can go into it. Right, you're getting one full chorus, which is 2 pages of text on this video. All right. So every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I can fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side. 'Cause every time we touch, I feel the static, and every time we kiss, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heart beat slow? I can't let you go. Want you in my life. There you go. Stakes fulfilled, you prick. Oh dear. What did I let you talk me into? What year is that song from? Ooh, I have no idea. David picked it, you can tell you. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you kindly. Dear. Do 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 do. All right, what do I want to do? Because I do need to watch a movie for streams. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Nope. Vibrating. Yeah, Black Christmas will be up on Monday, Cindy. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. Oh. Ah, dear. See, I'd make the stakes on this one that I'll watch the sillier of the two movies because it's on YouTube on stream. But I think there's a chance I'm going to watch it in bed and maybe only see half of it and watch the rest tomorrow when I get up. So I don't want to do that. But it also means I can't, be on for a ridiculous amount of time. So I'll give the real 30-minute warning, right? I'll finish the stream in 30 minutes. And if the image is solved by then, think of something. I'm thinking. I'm pondering. There'll be stakes. I'm just trying to think of what the stakes are. Garrus has been weird. Alright, if this is solved in 30 minutes, which is when I intend to leave, we'll do basically a free Jackbox game around the start of the 12-hour stream. I say around because I don't want to do it. It's the second I come online. Yeah, Firefly. So yeah, if it's done in 30 minutes, we'll start a 12-hour stream with a Jack in the Box, a Jackbox, a Jackbox game in the bank. Goddamn cats. Firefly and Garrett's both giving me shit. All right. Sitting back down. Getting a little bit comfy. Roll my sleeves back down because it's gotten a little bit chillier. Should probably shut the window now, actually. I had the window cracked open because my room got really warm when I was rendering earlier because it was such a long damn render. Such is life. What's up, guys? I got a small snack. This track is wonderful. Oh god. This has been a disaster of the highest proportions. Please don't. Host is an app for that. Why wouldn't there be an app for that? It usually has a sound to it. Renegade. Oh god. It does show up your new powers. I'm going to listen to this. That sounds terrible. I need to listen to no more of it. And I'll unmute in case there's more gifts. In a ball of war. And shutting doors behind cats. Yeah, we have to start not putting singing goals on these things. You're an absolute madman. I'm no part of it. Well, that was strong. Only glad I followed on Patreon and never went away. I mean, some things has positives and negatives, you know? There's a lot of good come from it. But there's definitely some bad. Jeez. Sometimes like a bit of the shell of one of these will like kind of just catch your throat in a way that makes it really, really sting. Really, really sting. I'm thankful for you all. Come on now. Ah, thank you, Renegade. Yeah, I ain't listening to it. I want no part of it. What? No, David, come on now. Come on now. Wouldn't I have to go back and start from issue 1 again? Like, not that I really care with Red Hood, admittedly, but that's madness. You know you like making the Ginge suffer. I gave you a promotion and everything. Don't do me dirty. Don't do me dirty, David. Good, 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 good. Good, good, good. And breathe a sigh of relief. Do 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 do. I've dimmed the back the house lights a little bit because I've got a lamp on my desk now, which is helping light me a little bit. So hopefully the background's a little bit different lighting wise to me. Not super much. If I turn it down too much, it makes it's not enough for the lamp to compensate for. But a little difference is good, I think. You might want to find a royalty-free playlist for the 12-hour stream just to always have something to fill dead air. Yeah, maybe. It's rough trusting anything external. It's what I mean. I don't mind trusting YouTube's own library because it's YouTube's library, but like trusting that something that claims it's royalty free won't bite me in the ass with a copyright claim can be rough. Music would be good though. I don't deny that. Just put a disclaimer on the screen saying recommended everyone listens to some music during the duration of this stream. Do 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 do. Actually, Joe, I've not thought about it, so I'm going to eat because I'm going to have to eat something during 12 hours. I'll have to give that some thought. I have to give that some thought. Just go to the library, pick a genre, and download every track that isn't attribution required. Play back that folder over the stream. What if the music hall sucks though? I mean, I'm sure they've got some Christmassy stuff in there, but microwave dinners. I mean, I suppose I could. You can record yourself singing and then play it back. I mean, I could do that. I've got a feeling that I'm not going to though. Just FYI. I don't want anyone getting their hopes up. I was going to suggest the same. Cindy, great minds think alike. Great. I mean, if great minds think alike, then surely by definition, then the less great minds also think alike. No. Obvious solution, my ass. You insulting your ladies, Peter. Yeah, us women got to stick together. D short 27, 2019. Quote it. Quote it. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to scroll down like that. You kidding me? Oh, come on now. You know, I think very highly of all of your intelligences. Well, most of your intelligences. Gotta say, it's a great week for Mile Fuzz. 12-hour streaming Star Wars. Yeah, I need to go see that on Thursday. Oh. At least they put in comfortable recliners. At least I'll be able to watch it in comfort. That's the one glorious bit of news about going to the theater these days, is that I'm still in the honeymoon phase with the new seating. Have you seen the prior to yet? Yes, I've seen the prior to, David. Did you not watch the reviews with me on them? Why do you need to see it? You could just not go Renegade. You don't have to review it. Nor did you make a deal with the devil. The devil in this case being Tyler. Do you have VIP movie theatres in Scotland? Probably in parts of Scotland. There's none near me though. But the regular theatre near me just completely swapped out all of its old crappy seating for recliners that were really comfy and has much more leg room. They basically decided to make all of their theatres luxury, because they used to have like a specific like chain like within their chain where every so often there'd be like a deluxe version of the theatre, but it seems like they've just turned every theatre into the deluxe one now. Damn Tyler, causing all these problems. Because they put in a bar as well. They added some of those fancy Coke machines that get all the flavors. Not that you're going to see me buying it in there, because the prices are ludicrous. The tickets have literally tripled in price since I was a kid. That makes me sound like an old man, but that's the thing. 30's not that old, and they've tripled in price. And if only I drank alcohol, David. If only I drank booze. It might be the time for it. That said, I do have to keep the review together, so I need to remember what happened. Ah, dear. Oh yeah, I forgot Elsa accused me of having Scottish tax. How dare you? Oh, well, after the election this week, I might need some tax. Do 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 do. I watched Star Wars in a theater full of lazy boys. Yeah. Sounds like a comfortable way of doing it. Of course, you've heard people complain about our election. It was terrible. £1 in 1990 is worth $2.37 today. I'm not talking about 1990. I was one in 1990. I wasn't paying for I'm talking like when I was like 8 or 9. You prick. Not even 8 or 9 actually. I'm thinking probably more like 11 or 12. So 2000. Try 2000. That's a better amount. That's okay, Elsa. Hopefully Scotland gets another independence referendum and we can leave the crappy union in which England is determined to drag us into conservative hell. 165 exactly. So ticket prices when I go should be no more than about £7-ish. But they're not. They're like £9 odd. Is it diabolical? Absolutely diabolical. Dun, 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 dun. We'll see. We'll see. I hope so, Elsa. Or I'll move. You know, whatever. Moving is also an option. Well, not really right now, but maybe one day. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They can take your lives, but they'll never take your freedom again. Thank you. You joke about that, David, but when the first referendum happened, all the stores literally had like displays of Braveheart on sale. Like, here, come get the Braveheart Blu-ray. You're feeling patriotic right about now, right? Oh, very funny. I just saw a tweet that said Jack Frost is a cold-blooded killer. That's very funny, yes. I see what they did there. It's only funny when I think of the bad jokes. Thank you very much. Oh, good. Well, at least it's up in 3 months, Pete, if you want to hop the pond to the Baltimore area. Baltimore, I mean, I can't say I've ever found myself thinking Baltimore seems like a nice place to live. Certainly, besides, you realise that one can't just move willy-nilly, right? Like, you have to get a visa and all that jazz. Turns out that they're quite fussy about people immigrating. We can't leave Peter on this downer subject. That's a good point. Thank you, Elsa. Oh. Just say you're Russian, we'll let you. I am from Mother Russia. Yes, vodka. I like strawberry slush puppy. I can't do a Russian accent. 90-day fiancé and Pete. You're saying if you didn't get a green card, is that what you're telling me? Get a green card. I think that's true, Renegade. I think Stream does watch you in Russia. There. I think that's true in most places, to be honest. Well, it's hitting the end of the hour. Oh, pardon me. And I do actually have to do stuff. So, I guess I'm wrapping up the stream about here. So, thanks for the misery. Most appreciated. And I will see you guys next time on the 12-hour stream on Wednesday. Our special Christmas stream. 12 hours long. It's probably going to kill me. Good night, guys. Bye-bye.